Lily now for the entirety of the duration of the foot pursuit.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any other questions, paralegal? Senior paralegal? My apologies. You wanna try that now?
Do it.
Yeah.
Listen, if you ever want experience,
Your Honor, no further questions.
Okay. So Slick Rick has no balls. Got it.
Your Honor, at this
Oh.
time, I'd like, after this trial ends, to do another court case. Which, oh God.
Oh, he
Sidebar.
fell down and he wasn't able to speak about it.
Sidebar.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, Slick Rick, what's your legal name again?
It's Rick Richards.
Rick Richards. So
Yeah.
Rick Dick.
Well,
There is no. Think about there. No balls in your name.
okay. Well, that's.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
one
let you
more
get in my
question.
head.
If it's
I'm not gonna let you
not
get
too
in my head.
late, I apologize.
Go for it.
Officer, what's the point of a second-class citizen if it's the same thing as a citizen?
I never implied. In fact, I even clarified that they aren't the same. However, that does not mean you are stripped of every.
Entails?
That does not mean you are stripped of every human right.
Where does it say that?
It doesn't. It just indicates that they're a second-class
Okay,
citizen.
Thank you. Thank you. No more questions.
All right, Rhodes, is there anything you'd like to go over in the report or evidence before you rest?
I think I've covered mostly everything. You know, I don't think Lily even gonna try to deny stabbing the mime. Listen, it was probably a mime, but that don't mean that they can just be stabbed. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up.
Me. It was being mean.
So no, I'm good, Your Honor. I'm good. What she did was not okay.
No, I did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it there.
Okay. Moose Knuckles, is your client going to be testifying?
Lily, you want to talk?
What would I say?
I mean, we could ask you questions and stuff.
Okay, you can ask me questions. Do I need to
I
stand
can't
somewhere?
tell you what to say, you silly yuck pig. Don't ask
okay.
that.
Ask me questions.
Oh, wait, dear.
Oh my, are you okay?
Respect the judge.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Your
No,
Honor.
wait,
You
what
should
I do
really
wrong?
know how this
You're
works.
good.
I'm so sorry.
You can
It's
come
all
up and
right.
take a seat. You've been sworn
I'm sorry.
in. Okay. Moose, when your client is comfortable and you are ready, you may begin.
Hmm.
I'm comfy. I'm super comfy.
1176 slated
Okay.
37 San Andreas.
This could be fun. Hello, Lily.
Hi.
How does your back feel from the brave officer shooting you in it?
No, I'm on a lot of drugs right now. I don't feel it right now.
Oh no.
Okay.
But I heard it when it happened.
111 rerouting latest 911.
Did you stab a person?
No.
Okay. No further questions. Wait, unless senior paralegal has one.
Just one question. Hi,
Okay.
Lily.
Hello.
Did you stab a human?
No.
No further questions.
All right, Rhodes, cross-examination.
Yeah. Lily, did you stab a second-class citizen?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it someone you believe to be a mime?
Yes, officer.
Okay. And did you stab them because you thought they were a mime?
No, he was being mean to me and threatening me.
Oh, hold on. There's an objection.
Oh,
What,
okay.
what
What
was
is
it
the
for?
Out of,
objection, Moose?
oh, sorry, I'm out of scope. We didn't talk about motive. We just asked about whether it was a person.
The person stabbed. I mean,
He is technically true. They didn't ask, so it is out of scope. So I'm going to allow the objection. It's sustained.
understood. I don't think I have any additional any additional questions. Yeah,
Alright.
I'm good. I'm good.
No, you can step down. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to go over before you rest?
Oh, Moose Knuckles?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I
Or the para lawyer.
senior paralawyer.
Yep, senior.
Nice.
Actually, you probably can't use the term lawyer. That's probably against the rules.
No, that is
Oh.
impersonating. Tell me, Slickrick, while he's going over things, have you talked with Braun yet for any sort of assessment?
No, Your Honor. Every time well, maybe we can sidebar it.
Alright. Yep.
Yeah.
Simple yes or no satisfies my curiosity. If you want to go further into it, we'll talk afterwards.
Yes, we've talked. Sort of. Well, I've talked. I'll leave it there.
Murphy Braun is
Alright.
going through some stuff after that shooting the other day. He's responding
I
to my
found
text
out that my
messages in weird
friend
ways.
died from him bitching on the docket. I don't want to hear about him going through stuff.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. TJ was nice to Moose Knuckles, even back in the day when BBMC were mean to Moose Knuckles.
TJ was always a good man. Anyway, sorry. Anything
Yeah,
you want to
sorry.
go over?
Yeah, I'd like to point out that the anti-mime legislation was written on behalf of the April 2024 Council of Eight, where they defined what a second-class citizen is and that mimes don't have rights, which apparently was not clearly explained. So I forgive Officer Rhodes for not keeping up with the legal explanations offered by council during their discussions. But I would like to point out that was defined in there, and mimes don't have rights.
Yeah, because you keep bringing it up, can you tell me exactly how it was defined?
Well, I'd be going off of my memory from when I watched it a month ago. And
A month ago.
I know that they said mimes don't have rights because of this new legislation. And as I understood it, they were akin to a local. That's why I brought up locals earlier. But I can go find Ursula's video footage. It's going to take me a little bit, unfortunately.
I don't think that's necessary. Is there anything that your paralegal wants to go over?
Yes, Your Honor.
Too bad that Miss Siobhan wasn't able to come here. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I'll keep it very brief. Just two things to point out: that the attempted murder charge requires the proof that there is a callous disregard for human life, and for reckless endangerment, that there was a substantial risk of serious injury to another person, human and person. But as you know, mimes are sick, vile creatures that are nothing more than disgusting second-class citizens. That is it.
Sometimes they stab you and they don't even talk. Oh no, wait, that's every time.
Alright, do your rest.
Iris,
am
thank
pretty
you for
tired.
the raid,
Yes,
man. I
Your Honor.
appreciate it.
Thanks for asking.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't need time to deliberate. Whether or not it was discussed during city council
what did you
and
just do?
recorded
20
for
months, I appreciate
tenacity
it.
doesn't matter if it's not written in the legislation. It is not explicitly there for a judge to use, especially in something like my case where I've been sick for the last 2 months and haven't been in the city. So, going off legislation, it does not say that mimes are akin to locals. It does not
I'm down
say
for league,
that
yes.
they are non persons. It says they are second class citizens. A second class citizen is a usually easily definable group that is expressly discriminated against and refused many basic civil rights, limited legal rights, but they are still people. That being said, the mime that was stabbed is still a person. I am not okay with you dehumanizing a person. Somebody was hurt, and that is not going to change whether they are a second class citizen with next to no rights or they are a primary citizen enjoying full rights. A citizen is still a citizen, they are still a person. However, given that it is a second class citizen, I will be treating them a little differently as it comes to Miss Night Sky's charges. I have no interest in putting up a force of a Jim Crow court. I have no interest in putting up the farce of a kangaroo court. It is what it is. This state has matter of factly recognized mimes as a second class citizen. Therefore, the charges placed on them do not have the same weight as they do to a primary citizen. For this reason, attempted second degree murder is going to be dropped to attempted manslaughter. Brandishing a non
that's so
firearm
good.
is going to be removed entirely, as she did not just brandish, she used the weapon. So that is encompassed in the attempted manslaughter. Reckless endangerment. She swung a knife in a crowded area
think we
that
have.
is inherently dangerous. And disobeying a peace officer, she was told to stop running and she continued running. So she is guilty of disobeying a peace officer, as she did say, I am removing brandishing of a non firearm regardless of if she pled guilty or not. Reckless endangerment, she will be found guilty, and attempted second degree murder will be lowered to attempted manslaughter.
Your Honor, I'm not finding a manslaughter, like attempted manslaughter.
All right,
Am
then
I
assault with a
blind?
deadly.
Okay, that works. All right, so just to verify, reckless endangerment, disobeying, and assault with a deadly.
Correct.
All right. The fine drops to $1,940. It's 34 months, and Your Honor, I am fully content with time served.
All right, we'll do that. That is the ruling of this court, and the case is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor. That was
Thank
fun.
you.
Moose, I just found that footage of them saying the mimes aren't people. Fuck. They said it. They said it. Mimes aren't people.
Here we
They
are.
didn't write it into legislation.
All right, so you have been fined in the amount of
They didn't define anything,
$1,940.
Sidebar question.
Right.
Is that something I should bring
oop.
up with Murph to ask him to bring it up at the next council meeting?
Okay,
you know, he
because you're being
gets
released
his
on time
head back
served,
together?
I don't know if there's anywhere
Yep,
in City
never had
Hall
your
to
trainer
retrieve your
come in. That's
possessions,
something you bring
but
up with Murphy
you can get them back at
and
Mission
say
Row,
that it's too
as
Okay.
opposed to
vague and
going
it's
all the
going
way
to
to the
lead
prison.
too many
When you walk in the
different
lobby,
cases.
the left-hand side,
You're going to have
it
people like
should say
me
something like
who
records or
very
something.
much enjoy
That
human
desk, you should be able to get
rights.
it. If you can't,
And so long as somebody
we can
is
head there
still
now.
defined as
We can
human,
go
which is
downstairs
what a
and get it
second-class
from
citizen
the
is,
cell block area.
I will treat them as
Okay.
such.
Yeah, let's go check it
Or
Oh,
out.
you're going to get somebody
Perfect.
with
Here, let me just
much more
sit back for
callous
just a
regard
moment.
who doesn't give a fuck and says, yeah, they're like locals.
Yeah, it does make it tricky. I
It
honestly
allows
didn't even
for
notice that it
way
wasn't.
too much variant.
Yeah, I didn't notice it wasn't defined before. And actually, I had a conversation with a cop the other day at Senior Buns. There was a mime there, and I said, "You want to stab him or me?" And he said, "You go ahead." But I didn't because I don't feel like stabbing people. But
That's
I said,
fair.
if I go and stab him, am I gonna get charged? And he said, "Mimes aren't people." Which was like,
So here's the crazy part. In addition to that, for at least a month, people had always been saying, actually for months, in fact. So it must have been a conversation before it ever even hit that council
Yes.
meeting. People were always saying, well, mimes aren't people or this and that, they have no rights. And I had to consistently remind the police department that's not written in legislation as it currently stands. I haven't
look
been
at
on
the
duty.
Mime Act.
Well, so yeah, but look at the
The
date on
date
that.
of it is May 15th, and
Yep.
yet they in the,
And look
in
at
the
when-
notes it says they discussed it in April. You're
Exactly.
completely right.
Exactly.
And that's
So
partially the mayor's fault because he went around telling all of the clowns that mimes aren't people. So if you want to stab them, stab away.
And so my big
But it
concern, well,
wasn't
number
written
one,
down.
I haven't consistently, I've been on duty once aside from today, the day of our prior court case and like a couple weeks before that. So I was still running under the assumption this shit probably still isn't in legislation. It was put in 10 days ago. All right. But even then, upon reading it, the first thing I thought was a second-class citizen could literally imply that they legally cannot jaywalk while everybody else can. It's just not defined, right? Which
Yeah,
is
no,
very
it's a good
scary
catch.
with the
I never caught that.
vagueness. Very scary with how vague it is, because you're right. If it was, legally defined as like they have no rights, then I mean, that is incredibly fucked up, but the law is the law, right? Dogtown exists. Crazy things exist. It is what it is, but it does need to be defined properly.
God, and I was willing to
Yeah.
quit over the sanguine violation of rights.
I'm just saying, listen, there is a reason I push for certain things. This specifically, the parking stuff before, listen, I know it was silly. I know it was absolutely silly to push for normal lights qualifying, but my whole intent is to get it clarified so it never has to come up again. Same thing with this.
I would like to also say the gavel's been banged, right?
Yep.
Okay, I would also like to say I'm sorry for lawfully ordering you in the cells to stay away from my client. And
You're
for
good.
honey badgering you, even
You're-
though it was fun.
It's okay. It's okay. I approached your client several times after that, and we weren't. Yeah, we.
I figured as much. I wasn't even really mad. It's just fun.
Listen, I'll never take offense to anything you do as an attorney. And if somebody were to ever take issue with the actions of an attorney, right? Like we have sort of a working relationship, and there's a level of professionalism, sure. And even without that, I know our jobs sort of intersect, right? You have you have to zealously represent your client, right? You have to look at something and acknowledge it is stupid. But if your client tells you that's how you want, or that's how they want their defense to go, guess what? It's your job to do that, right?
Yeah,
I'm not ever going to
sometimes
take
sucks.
offense to something that you have to do within the capacity of your job. In saying that, though, if somebody is fragile enough to where they do take offense to stuff like that, listen, that's not on you. You do your job. They do, another police officer may do theirs a little differently than mine. But listen, push the limits with me. I don't give a fuck. I ain't someone who's going to get upset about a ruling in
Hell
court.
yeah.
Doesn't bother me in the slightest. That's why
those are just
paralegal.
W's that haven't flipped over and spun and broken up.
It's why whenever there's a paralegal, I encourage y'all to ask questions, try to poke holes in stories, do whatever it is you want to do. Senior paralegal. I don't even think that's a protected term. So, are you kind of like the chief of cadets, which is kind of just a cadet that was never good enough to go beyond that?
Oh, that's like Minnie.
Oh,
When Minnie was like, remember when Minnie during the council, he was like a not a member, but also like the head of the non-member thing. Remember that, Moosakles?
Oh, the clown turns. That was Big Phil, I think.
No, that was Minnie.
I think
Oh.
senior paralegal is like,
But also-
an accomplishment.
Also, you'll be happy to hear Dogtown isn't really anymore. Everybody got fired, right?
Good. And I say that as a
Yeah,
listen,
especially with
I'm
what
not.
happened to Officer Aziz.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
pretty
not.
nice.
I'm not an Irwin Dundee fan. Okay. And I got hit with the wrench when I saw Bobby Charles getting kidnapped by Irwin Dundee in the hospital. In saying that, though, it's hard for me to sit there and question Irwin Dundee's intent when his intent is to get back at Bobby Charles's legal torture in prison, and then thinking he has some invisible shield the moment he's out of prison. No. Like, I don't agree with Dundee, but I can understand where he's coming from in situations like that. Like, Bobby Charles is digging his own grave. I've barely met the guy before. But, again, you torture someone in prison, the moment they're out and have the opportunity to get their get back, they're going to do it. Don't play dumb. Don't be surprised as to why people are upset with you.
Yeah.
Even if it's completely legal, right? Like, it's hard for me to sit there and be like, Irwin Dundee is the worst person in the world. I mean, it's very easier for me to say that, actually. Unrelated reasons. But, like, specific to, like, his hatred for Dogtown. Right? It's legal. I don't think it's right, but it is what it is. It be what it
Sounds
be.
like Kitty Town won after all. Ember should be proud.
But Your Honor, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to take the bench
thanks, Your
trial.
Honor.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
if I
will
am
indicate
awake
everything.
and functional, I will always be around if you need me.
That's a mood.
Also, the outfit
But
does
it-
look nice.
It
Thank
does.
you. It really hinges
only
on
said
that
that-
functional part.
Hmm.
All right, I do have
I
to
only
get
said
some
that so it
sleep.
didn't seem biased.
That's fair.
Because I haven't gotten any sleep. However, before I
Okay.
do that, Lily, let's head over to Mission Row. Make sure you can reclaim your possessions. If you can't get it from the lobby, I'll bring you downstairs to reclaim everything.
Okay.
All right, so let's
Wait,
go ahead and
The
sort
lobby
that
at
out.
the MRPD?
Yes, on the left-hand side, you should
Get you downstairs,
asterisk
Rick.
be able to reclaim your
Okay,
possessions.
yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
So like
Alright,
the
it's
glass
fine,
windows
I'll
off to the
do it.
left-hand side.
Okay. All right.
So,
Stumbles ain't gonna stab me, right?
No,
I don't think
I don't
so.
think
Wait,
so.
what? So, wait.
I hope not. Here, we'll walk
Why
with
do you
you. I
think
won't let
that?
him stab you.
Hold on. Stumbles, I'm friendly. If you're around the corner, I'm friendly.
Oh, ouch.
Oh,
Oh, my
That's
bad.
scared
I
I'm
me.
think
so
you're good.
Hello.
all right. Hello.
How's it going, officer?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing
That was gonna
okay.
happen until he said it. Now I'm all paranoid.
Yeah, I know. I'm paranoid too, because like you never know with stumbles.
My car
That
actually.
was fun, Rhodes.
It always is. It always is. I can here follow me. I will give you a ride to Mission Row. We just have to go get my car from the garage.
Moose,
which...
can you pick me up from over there?
Yeah, grab my car. Where did I park?
All right, this way. Do 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 do.
Oh, so much trash.
Oh, you just
what
scared the
if my
shit
mom's
out of
still
me.
awake?
I thought I
Oh,
was about to
sorry.
get chefed up. All right, this way. Oh, you good?
Yeah.
All right.
I was pretending to tackle you like this.
Oh my gosh. Damn, that was a... that was very good pretending.
Yeah. It's my shoelaces. They come undone very easily.
All right, I'm actually very curious to see whether or not you can reclaim your possessions in the lobby. I'm
From
90%
previous
certain.
understanding, you couldn't, but you know maybe they fixed it.
Oh, that might be the case.
I hope so. That would be so nice.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, especially in situations like this where, you know, we do agree to time served or you've been in custody long enough to justify it. Let's see. And I appreciate your willingness to take this to bench trial. I'm not one who ever turns down a bench trial or thinks negatively of bench trials. If I am pushing something, even when, you know, it does define them as second-class citizens, and I'm like, yeah, that's not okay. I'll push it
Yeah.
just for clarification if need be. All right, so
Yeah,
right
I
over
think it's
here.
important because that's how legislations get fixed and stuff.
Exactly, but a lot of people don't perceive it that way, unfortunately.
Yay! Yeah,
Yeah,
right here.
do you have it all?
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. Well, we are good. We're good.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. I
No
appreciate
problem. They say please don't stab any mimes, okay? Until maybe there's clarification in the future.
Okay.
Unless
I'll
it's
try
in
not to.
self-defense, right?
If they attack me, though, I'll do something.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do to defend yourself.
You know, it's just hard because, like, so many times they just taunt you, and then they just stab you. So, you know, we're kind of on edge. I mean, that's why the legislation got put out in the first place, because of the war and them coming over here and threatening to kill us all.
Oh my gosh, you know, I never really considered that. That's
I was gonna mention it, but I was hoping Moose would say it.
Have a good one. Stay safe.
You too. Bye.
Have a good one, Moose. All right, we can at least repark this here. All right, chat, I have to go. We jumped on for a small stream, sorry. Because I have stuff to do. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna get y'all sent off to who should I send y'all off to? That's the question. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. I will send y'all off to Lily. There we are. Hopefully I don't typo their name. Think we're good? Please tell me I got it right. So chat, thank y'all so much for all love and support. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the follows, hosts, rates, bits, donations, subs, gifts, subs, resubs. I say this each and every time. I genuinely cannot have asked for a better community to be built around this channel. So thank y'all for being absolutely amazing. If y'all haven't already, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Curvyelephant or x.com/Curvyelephant. Join our Discord, discord.gg/Curvyelephant. If you enjoyed what you saw today, drop me a follow on Twitch. I'd appreciate that as well. Real quick, if y'all well, if you weren't here earlier, I guess. We are going to be playing roads more frequently. I am very much so considering starting early AU, like at restart moving forward, now that my schedule is mostly clear outside of this long weekend. And then swapping over to Ryan for like late AU into EU. Probably go about it that route. Anyways, I'm going to get y'all sent off. Go show her some love. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.